All right, this is a follow-up. This is a second video here, and you can see the results. The stuff I've been using is called Henry, and I've been using Henry it's for top coat, as well as Henry caulk. The caulk, I think, is actually, it's more like the top coat anyway, so. But both expensive. Henry is $75 a gallon. The caulk is $15 a tube. So what we got going on here is it comes out much like a mud, much like a drywall mud. It's more like a paste. I put it on with a trowel. Probably could have done a little smoother had I different tools, but down here in Florida I had minimal amount of tools. So what I did is, it used to look something like this, or something like this, or like that. But these two are the ones that are leaking. Or I should say this center line right here is the one that's leaking. Now, part of the reason, well, the whole reason, is because, again, this is supposed to be 10 degrees 10 to 15 degrees decline, and as you can see through this level here, small level, it's actually going the wrong way. It actually should be something like that. It's actually sloping down towards the center. You can also see that in this tube here. There's a gap. You can see the slope from the top comes down and then comes back up again. So what happens is, you can see this whole muddy area, kind of dirty area, is where the water pools. And the water comes down that slope, and because this is an incline here in this area, it actually comes up. The water goes back. Now the water that does make it over this comes up, it's supposed to come down and go into this gutter. It in fact is coming up, coming down, and then flowing back underneath of the styrofoam. This is all styrofoam and insulation, and then it's got some fiber stuff on top of it for the sun. But this is actually going back. Now this came out, dried, it's got another 24 hours to dry. It's going to rain tomorrow, so I'll be able to tell. It's a lot like a rubber compound. Again, it could have gone on a little smoother, but as you saw with the level, and you saw with the tube, the problem is really that the slope of the roof goes backwards. Now that in itself, I mean, the water should be able to lay on that roof, and probably has been for quite some time. The fact that it's actually leaking through tells me that there's a hole somewhere. Now, if I come over here, you can see a little patched area right there. I'm thinking at some time in the distant past, there was a hole there as well, or a leak, because it's the same stuff. It's the same slope. They went in, cut it out, and fixed that. That might be what I'm going to do. If this doesn't work, for whatever reason, I can't imagine why not, but if it didn't work, then I would have to come out, because the leak is about here, this area. I would have to come out and I would have to cut that out and go down and find out where the leak is and fix it somehow. And again, since it's aluminum, I can only think that it rusted through or some such thing. Anyway, that's about it. I'm thinking this is pretty waterproof right here. Probably be okay for the next 10 or 20 years. It's a lifetime product, but you never know. So, and I'm a little worried that this roof is sloping. It's not supposed to slope. and I don't know what it costs. And you see all of those? 2, 4, 5 right there. And you see all those that go all the way down? If I have to do every one of those, it's going to take some time. It took me some time to actually clean this out. I had to cut it a 1/4 inch back with a knife. Then I had to take water with a brush, water with soap and chlorine, and then I had to take a toothbrush and get down there in the cracks and crevices to really clean it out. It was really good. So this stuff should stick forever. And my only thing here is that hopefully it'll last forever. Hopefully I did the right thing. And hopefully this roof won't get any worse, but it concerns me. It's over my Florida room. And replacing that, I don't know what that's going to cost. I should get an estimate. But anyway, that's it. Okay. Goodbye.